lot of expectations from Chandrayaan 3. It's not just ISRO demonstrating that it can successfully carry out a soft landing, but also the payloads which will carry out several scientific experiments on the surface of Moon. To decipher this further, we have space expert Mr. Girish Linganna. Sir, a lot of excitement. How do you see the impact of Chandrayaan 3 on India's future space exploration program, sir?
See, once we do the soft land, we demonstrate our technological supremacy by saying that we are the first to reach the south pole side of the moon where nobody has attempted to do so. So that is the one thing. As soon as we establish this supremacy, the world will start looking you in a different angle. Means they start seeing it's a technologically advanced country. Though we are a developing country, but technologically we are a very advanced country who could do this soft landing first on the south pole of the moon, near the south pole of the moon, where none have attempted to do so. This is the first thing I can say. By doing this, what will happen to India? Yes, India will start attracting more and more of the space investments. Already we have launched many satellites till now. Internationally, they have paid us more than 300 satellites, more than 38 countries we have launched the satellites. In 2017, we already created a world record of launching 104 satellites at a time. So of course, now somebody has broken that record, but it remained for a very long time. Now you can see the space economy also will start moving up slowly once we are successful in this. We are having only a 2% of the share of the space economy. It may go up to 9 to 10%, or we may touch even $100 billion by 2040 or something like that. So there is a lot of things. Once we do this successful mission.
Yeah. Also, a lot of focus on what these payloads on Chandrayaan 3, whether it's on the rover or the lander, find, and what could it mean for future missions. For example, many are talking about if helium is found, we could at some point in time in the next decade look at missions that will retrieve samples back to Earth.
Yes. See, we are mainly seeing for the rare earth minerals like titanium, helium-3. See, helium-3 is what the sun has and where the lot of fusion takes place. So we are now developing more and more nuclear fusion reactors. Now, all this we were using nuclear fission reactors. So once helium is found, that can be used for the nuclear fusion reactors. And here the power produced and the radioactive waste what comes out of helium is not harmful at all. It's environmental friendly and it cannot be used to make weapons also. So this is the one major thing we will get it. Next is titanium, that is also a rare earth material which is extensively used for heat resistant based applications. Then we have magnesium, aluminium, so many things we will start seeing looking into the material science part. And of course the water part, the water ice part where we can collect the regolith, means the water is not in a water form, it's in ice form mixed with the soil and everything, which has not seen the light for billions of years. So this can also give us a focus on how the solar system itself evaluated. So that is one thing. And maybe we may find some more materials or minerals which is not at all, which may be very new to us. Yeah. So we don't know what type of minerals we may find out. So this is our main focus for going on that this one.
So a lot of interest to the last few weeks was on comparison between Lunar 25, the Russian Lunar mission, and Chandrayaan 3, on how perhaps Lunar 25 would have reached the lunar surface much ahead of Chandrayaan 3. Many assess that perhaps the path that Russia took was a riskier one with no scope for any sort of alteration if things went wrong. How do you assess what happened with Lunar 25, sir?
See, Lunar 25 cannot be compared with Chandrayaan 3. Both have been built on different philosophies. It is not apple to apple. It is totally a different concept what they did and we did a different concept. They went for a very fast, means they had a very powerful rocket and during the deorbiting, second deorbiting phase itself, they lost the control. And this can happen to any country, and we have faced similar, but we faced in a later stage, but they faced in a deorbiting stage itself. But we cannot say Russians will go back on this. They may again attempt it very fast. They will be successful. Actually, in 50 years back itself, they knew the technology of reaching the moon. So, but if it was a successful for the science fraternity, it would have been a very helpful. Means they would have collected the data for more than a year. Ours is only for one lunar day.
Yes.
That is 14 Earth days. That is only in the daylight. But that could have collected data for more than a year, because it had a radioisotope nuclear generator which could do the heating and also do the analysis. So somewhere we missed those science data of collecting for more than 1 year. We wish them a success to do it again. Of course, they will come out, I am sure. With their technology, they will come out. Yes, this mistake can happen to everybody. We cannot say that they took a different trajectory. We cannot say that they were not very serious on the project. Nothing like that.
Yes.
Okay. They did it. Of course, somewhere on the second deorbiting phase, they failed it.
So, apart from the kind of demonstration of a successful soft landing, a lot of crucial equipments on board, whether it's a LDV camera, whether it's a hazard detection and avoidance camera, speaks a lot about ISRO's technological capabilities, considering all of it has been developed in-house.
Yes, most of the things are developed in-house itself. I can say 99% has been developed in-house. See, they have got more of, this time they have done a failure-based analysis, and the design is also on failure-based mode itself. See, it is not only the LDV or the hazardous cameras which will help. They have also done lot of software testing and software changes and algorithm changes. They have got onboard computers itself, 2 onboard computers. Even one computer failed, the second computer will start working. And they have introduced a salvage mode this time. So even if the thrusters fail, sensors fail, still it takes into a safe place and do the landing. Of course, this laser hazardous camera will start working once it is 150 meters, and it will start thorough scanning, and it will do the matching with the inbuilt maps, and help us to do a perfect landing. Of course, these are all additionals what they have done in Chandrayaan 3. Of course, as I told you, it is more on failure-based design. They have thought of all type of failures, and they have designed this one. It's not only these 2 instruments, but many things have changed. Even lander legs have been robust. Even the solar panels have been increased. 5 thrusters were there on lander. It has been reduced to 4. Because thinking that the 5th thruster which was in the center, once it was on, maybe the sand dust would have come up and covered the sensors, and it would have been failed. So they have done this. And the landing site, they have increased from 500 by 500 to 2.3 to 4 kilometers. So various changes have been incorporated this time. It's not only the instruments, 2 instruments alone.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, sir, for speaking on News 18.
Thank you.